Amy, meet Marissa and Jeremy. They're newlyweds. A couple of years ago, Marissa moved in here with her 12-year-old daughter, Leia. And this is her right in the middle. But now all hell's broken loose. And Marissa doesn't think it's safe for the family. These guys are tough. They want to fight back, but they don't know how. So they're hoping you can show them the way. So unless Amy may have some questions, then she'll tell us about her walk.
First, I'm gonna focus on how it affects the dead in your home. The dead are terrified of this thing, and they can't move on because of this thing, and they're essentially in hiding because of this thing. When I went into the garage and I looked up, there was a little hole up in the garage, and that's where it's keeping those dead people.
Now, you had a reaction when Amy was talking about the hole in the garage, the ceiling there. What was that about?
Because Marissa has spoke about the hole in the garage, and she says that it's evil.
I'm scared. As soon as I open the door, I can just feel the energy hit me.
One of the trapped people in the garage is an insane male, and he was laughing and babbling incoherently. He has lost his mind. In the garage, he was the one who was peering out down from the hole, and he just said, "Get out, just get out."
Well, I may be jumping the gun on the crazy guy, but one story came to mind. It's about a guy named Peter Schmidt. He was born in Germany and came here in 1879. He spoke very little English, and he was described as a bit slow. But his life changed when he met this guy, a rich con man named Peter Gaudemeyer. Got his photo. Gaudemeyer lived about 3,500 feet from here. Turns out Schmidt gave him his entire life savings, $850, which was a lot of money back then, to buy a house in Sutter. Turns out he'd been had by this guy. There was no house, there was no property. He just took his money. So Gaudemeyer told him, "Listen, I'm not giving you your money back, but I'll make it up to you. I'll hire you on as my gardener at my mansion."
Oh my God.
This arrangement goes on for about 10 years until the law catches up to Gaudemeyer. He had been scamming people for years. So now in 1891, he skips town right in the middle of the night. So now Schmidt's left at the mansion working for Gaudemeyer's wife. On November 17th, 1893, Schmidt snapped. He walked into the dining room and demanded that Mrs. Gaudemeyer make him dinner. And she said no, So he took out a pistol, shot her in the stomach, and killed her. When police caught up with him, he was at a neighbor's house sipping tea. And he confessed everything. Schmidt ended up doing life at San Quentin, believe it or not. And actually, what amazes me is that I was able to get an inmate photo of him. This is the guy Schmidt.
Oh.
It's crazy.
Amy, any chance that guy could be the one you saw?
I did have a sketch done of what I could see of this man.
You guys tell me.
Oh yeah, the nose.
Yeah, the nose,
Frown
right?
marks.
Looks extremely angry.
Yeah. I've done a lot of sketches in my career. That's pretty close for me.
It's extremely weird.
So this thing's scaring the dead, but is he doing anything to the living in this house?
Yes. When I was in the first bedroom on the left,
That's Leia's room. I just want to make sure we know that.
I felt like the living person in there was challenging this thing, trying really hard to stand up to it. I don't think that's a great idea because it's making this thing angry.
So, Amy, one thing you should know about Leia is that she's fighting cerebral palsy. Because of that, Marissa thinks whatever's here might be picking on her.
And that's why I was always worried about her in the house, because I felt like, she's special, that they would pick on her more, almost.
Now, Leia did tell me about some experiences that might have to do with this thing. Marissa, tell her about the head that popped out at her.
Oh my goodness. When we're in the living room, there's a lamp there, and Leia and I see this head. It's just watching, and it's just creepy. It freaks us out.
This thing is a wanderer. So it came from that doorway that was created by the slaves.
Was this thing ever human?
No. The way that they come to a person or an individual is when they're seen. So what I saw initially was this thing was in the back wandering. And it was along the fence line. If you are seeing this, it will then be able to come in and affect you.
Along the back fence in the backyard, I see this dark, huge, shadowy, thing pacing back and forth and back and forth.
So does that mean this thing's attached to Marissa?
Yeah, so here's the deal. When I went into the master bedroom, I immediately saw that the female there had made a very, very strong connection with this thing.
Oh, that's not good.
So I did have a sketch done of what I saw.
This is not something you're gonna want to see, but...
Jeez. That's how I feel at night. I feel like every night I don't sleep.
It absolutely infuriates me.
Yeah. I mean, if that was my wife, I'd be pissed too.
What it was flashing to me was it getting violent with you physically. I saw flashes of it slapping, punching, shaking, and strangling.
I would wake up and have scratches down my arms and my legs. Sometimes they would bleed. I have experienced the sleep paralysis where I feel a heavy weight just weighing me down. I can't breathe, I can't move. I feel like I'm getting smothered almost. And that happens all the time.
I mean, what would have happened if these guys didn't call us in?
It would have been bad, really bad. Obviously, it is a full-on attack and torture situation. So I think there's a possibility that it would have gone after your daughter.
It's got to go.